There we go.
Hello.
Issues, small
Good day.
issues.
Hello, 7 viewers.
Hello.
And Jacob, because he's watching.
Is Jacob? Oh, hello, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob. We miss you.
Hello, Dylan.
Thanks for abandoning us.
Hello, Alex's mom.
She didn't watch this bullshit, are you kidding?
Alright, so we return to the adventures of the monstrous heroes of Phandelver.
We're doing great.
We're all so tiny.
2 kobolds,
Yo.
and a kenku.
Two lizards and a bird walk into a bar.
A bar that they have just recently taken over and
Most likely.
sent a buddy to go inform the Green Dragon that they now control this castle and would like him to take residence. So if I remember correctly, the 3 of you are still at the castle?
Yeah.
Cragmaw Castle?
Yes. That's where we left off, yes.
Alright, the previous chief of this goblin tribe is a bugbear who's now dead and in various pieces. His head has been paraded around to the various goblins to remind them of who's in charge now, which is Zan. He's now making the rounds, giving pep talks to his new minions.
As talky as he is.
I assume he has some sort of translator or interlocutor. But we're going to say he's off doing that. So the 3 of you get to decide what you would like to do.
Not die.
I'm hungry.
For illustration's sake,
I'm pretty sure that that's been made. That stew.
this is the general layout of the castle.
Okay.
If you want to like pick out a room.
Yeah.
I take the biggest room.
No, I think that's gonna belong to the dragon.
It have to belong to the dragon, unless the dragon's just gonna sleep on top of it all day.
I feel like that would be where the Kenku would live.
On
On
top.
top of it. It'd be better lore-wise.
Lord. Yes.
They enjoy high places, high dilapidated buildings for no reason.
As you may recall, there was a room, a south tower, that was held shut with a heavy wooden bar. Do you want to ask some of the goblins about
Yeah.
various?
Let's do it. You need a pencil?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
let the layout of this place, why this room's closed off.
Zampar. Massive dork, I love it.
Alright, you find a goblin who's willing to talk with the lizard and bird. And has recently taken up residence. He explains that the Cragmaw group, the Cragmaw goblins, succeeded in capturing themselves an owlbear
Oh.
and locked it up in the tower. Why? We're not quite sure yet.
Let's
But
go
it-
fight it.
But it seems like it could have come in useful. Like, for example, if a group stormed the castle, they could have let it out.
I don't think they realized that they could have put it up. Maybe they should have.
To be fair, Zam did have a plan. He just didn't relay that very well to anyone.
It's not the most communicative.
He's not.
He also points out that if you're interested in vicious carnivorous monsters, there's the old Goblin King had a pet grick that he kept in the chapel.
What's a Greek?
An ugly thing.
Kind of like a beak and a brain and some tentacles.
What? It's angry. It's usually very angry. Yeah.
I wanna go hug it.
Alright, let's commence with the hugging.
Would that be a gravel check?
I don't even think you're near it yet. I don't think you're gonna be near it. but I guess
First, it's
so.
gonna be a charisma check to see if this is a hug or something more
Sinister.
unpleasant.
That's fine. I need this. Why am I doing?
Or we could just save all these things and go talk to our dragon and he can decide. He might like the snacks.
You said there was a grick and an owlbear.
Yes.
Well, I've already seen an owlbear, but I've never seen a grick, so I'm gonna go see the grick.
I'm trying to see, I'm gonna give myself a 10% chance of knowing a conversation about a grick from a person that has had anger
Contact.
issues about gricks. So I have to roll 90 or above.
Micah! No way.
I know I'm late, but
What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan. Welcome back.
We are
Hey.
live.
84.
Alex is
Oh.
streaming.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Let me back out of the way here.
It's fine. It's just D&D. Anyone can.
Is it okay if I join you guys?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
What was your character's name?
It was Tavis.
Steven. I think I still have your.
Yeah, I have been crazy busy. I had to move, do all sorts of life stuff, so finally I can.
Life stuff sucks.
Yeah. No, I can.
Life stuff is always in the way.
I forget. You're not the Kenku, are you?
No, I am a human, lawful neutral fighter wizard.
Welcome to the chaos.
Yeah. I am Zentarum, and it's great.
Aren't we all Emerald Locklight?
Huh?
Aren't most of us Emerald Locklight?
Yeah.
I'm nothing.
Nothing if not persistent, that's what you are.
Well, so do we wanna fight these last two monsters in this place, or?
I don't want to fight it. I want to befriend it.
Alright, so the group
Go get my dragon.
has recently taken over a castle that was taken over by a goblin tribe. They have succeeded in killing the chieftain, establishing dominance over the remaining goblins, and they have invited a green dragon to take up residence in the castle.
Okay.
So, yes. So right now, some members of the party are off rallying the troops, by which I mean goblins
Yeah.
and hobgoblins. Another one is off telling the green dragon that he has a new home. And so the group here is exploring what remains of the pets of the previous
Gotcha.
owner, occupant of the castle.
Why did I write down Naughty Night?
Because the adventurers that stormed your other hideout heard about this place from a bar,
Oh
a
yeah,
tavern called
that's right.
The nutting.
Unagi.
You have to go finish.
Well, I want to fight everyone at the Naughty Night.
Everyone. Not just one or two. Yeah.
No, we just need to go have a chat with the tavern owner. I vote the Kenku is the voice of the party.
Is the voice of the party?
Yes.
Alright, so you're trying to remember if you know what a Grick is?
No, I was trying to remember if I had a conversation with anybody that was angry at a Grick. Like, their favorite enemy type person. And I did not.
You do not have that.
I do not have that information. So,
Alright, so the animal-loving Tess is going to scamper off and try to befriend the Grick.
I will follow because I know better. Whether I
Yeah.
know better or not.
I want to see all these new things.
Right, you plunge into the dark hall. And it's dark. Do you have dark vision?
Hello,
Yes.
darkness, my old friend. Yes.
There is a high, narrow hall, if you can see in the dark. Looks as if it might have been part of a chapel or shrine at one time. Angelic figures are sculpted along the room's upper reaches, looking down the floor below.
Well, that's one of the earlier rooms we checked out when we first broke into this place.
To the north,
Left alone.
heavy curtains block a matching pair of archways. Between the archways is a cracked but ornately carved fire pit. And at one point, the group did peek in and realize, hey, it's dark and there's something in here. And then
And they immediately left. And I was like,
for some reason,
yeah, there I am.
I think Kazam knew roughly where he was going and was kind of prodding the party in a different direction.
So is he separate from everyone, or are we all?
No, I'm with you.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I can cast light, so if you want, I can give us light.
Let there be lights.
Yes.
If
I
you
cast
can't-
darkness.
If you can't see, then you would want to.
I cannot.
I am a bird and I can't see in the dark, and I usually don't care.
Well, I can't see in the dark either as a human.
So, yeah.
So,
Like, we was in a battle where it was dark outside, and I was just running around in the darkness because I didn't see anything.
He's relaying this to you in character, by
That-
the way,
that's-
via a conversation that he overheard from another adventurer.
that's fine. I mean,
Light would be great. I'm a monk, so I can't cast light.
however, so the room that we just came into is dark,
Yep.
right? The room we came from has light.
Yep.
Okay, so as we enter the, whatever, I turn to either of you. What are you guys?
Kobolds.
Well,
You're two, so you can see in the dark.
yes.
Okay, so before I cast light on anything, I'm like, hey, do you see anything dangerous in the room? Am I gonna need to see, or can I just rely on you guys to see
That's
for
why
me?
we're coming here.
Percept?
The goblins told us what.
Because I don't want to cast light and give our position away
I agree.
immediately if I don't need to.
I create
20?
perception.
Okay, so
21.
Lurking high in the buttresses of the upper ceiling, you see a long, scaly body with tentacles and a sharp beak.
I wave to it.
It's okay.
Wait, what? Does it see us?
Well, he's waving at it, so yes, it does.
So I
It
see.
sees him.
Wait, what?
It sees Tess.
Okay.
I wasn't raised by kobolds. I don't have that survival instinct.
Okay. Well, that's good at least that. So you're like, hey, there's a thing. I'm like, oh great. So I cast light to see into the room.
Alright, so you cast light on.
My shield.
Okay, so your shield erupts with a blaze of light. The Crick sees you now too.
How big is this room?
It is.
Just go ahead and draw it for us for a battle grid.
20 feet
Fireball
wide
goes around.
and about
So we're not making friends.
20 feet high. Tall, yeah, so 20. And then there's an arch at the top and passageways.
Passage.
Yes, and so
How long is it?
20 feet.
20 feet?
So 20 feet by 20 feet.
Robert, every time. Not every time, this time. And we came in here.
There's a door here and a door there. And you came in right there. And the fire pit is right there.
This is good.
And you see the big skelly thing here?
Oh, I'd say it's right above you.
Oh,
I mean, it's like up in the rafters in the middle of the room, kind of,
So we're aware of it, and it's aware of us.
Yes, I
Okay.
mean, he walked in and he immediately saw it and started waving and gesturing. Your shield lights up, so the room is well lit at this point.
Now you can see too.
Alright, and so, what?
the
Now
light
that,
illuminates my path and I see an enemy before us.
now that the Grick,
I shit my pants later.
Would this fall under animal handling?
technically the Grick doesn't have any eyes, so I don't know that it sees you, but it certainly senses your approach.
Should have blind sensor.
It is a monstrosity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not animal handling at all. Unless you have like monstrosity handling.
That's not a skill,
Yeah.
but
It really should be.
it, creature handling would be the better
Can I have that?
wording.
Yeah.
Creature handling would be a better thing, better skill description, but would you allow that?
Isn't an aggressive monster that wants to eat us.
It's certainly thinking about it. It was do you have any pieces of the previous Goblin Chieftain on your meeting right
I
now?
believe we have a soup.
Yes,
That's in another room.
there is.
I don't think he's into eating soup.
Well, if this thing doesn't immediately attack us, I don't want to necessarily provoke it. If we can pass by without it jumping on us, that'd probably be nice, unless our
Dylan must be watching
main
too.
quest is to like destroy any remnants.
But
My
Dylan
goal
just
is to
texted,
befriend this.
Zan gestures the human to get into the cooking pot.
So, Dylan is not here today, but his character is named Zam.
And
And
he's
Zam
obviously
is
watching,
nominally, oh hey.
because he says,
Okay.
he doesn't the human to get into the cooking pot.
So Zam is nominally the new chieftain of this goblin horde, or at least until
The green dragon shows up.
once he becomes sub-lieutenant, I guess. Lieutenant. Anyway, so you already nominally have control over the castle. There's just a few random creatures. Apparently, what's his name? Old King. Old Goblin King like to collect pets,
But no.
And- including this Grick. So you're trying to decide what you're
That's no
going to.
different than us. We got a banshee in our mansion.
Hey!
I'm not bringing this here. She's ours.
No, not the Banshee here, the brick to the mansion.
Yeah, that was the idea.
I don't have a net.
That's what I wanted. We won't need a net if we befriend it.
That's what I was wondering for the
Well, if you have some meat or something that you can like lure it out of this room with.
I mean, everyone has rations, right?
But
Do you want to run back and grab the pot
Yes,
of soup?
I want to do that.
Okay.
So we all leave.
I'm gonna get some goblins to help me.
All right. So you dash back to the improvised kitchen area, grab the pot of soup.
Non-combat combat is the best way to go.
We're gonna go in with them whenever he comes back.
Does anyone want
by
to?
his fire support.
Okay.
Or does anyone want to stay alone in the room?
Literally
No.
fire.
No. Okay.
No. I'm not staying alone in a room with a giant snake bird.
All right.
With octopus tentacles.
It's a Cthulhu snake bird.
It does have rather a lot of pointy bits. Anyway, so the group runs out, grabs a cooking pot full of Zam's finest.
Thanks,
bugbear-
Sam.
Boss food.
Bugbear and doppelganger stew. Alright, so you're gonna drag it back into the room. Alright, so a few minutes pass, now you're all back in this darkened hall with your shield emitting a blaze of light, with around a giant pot of a still simmering
Stew.
old chieftain
Yes.
stew.
Now I'm gonna try to coax it down.
Alright, roll, I guess, for a
I take a defensive
Charisma
stance.
check?
sure.
Charisma, that would be persuasion, right?
Yeah,
18.
we just have to get it past our 2 wolves at the manor, and the banshee.
Well, we don't need wolves if we have a Grick.
I do. You have to have
So it's 18.
Alright, so you're just
I'm urging it to come forth
Hey,
and
eat this
partake of the
nice
soup
stew.
that we've brought to it.
let's see.
Why do I get the feeling this is not the way this is supposed to go?
because it's never the way it's supposed to go. As a DM, you have to be prepared.
I gotta check something.
For people.
Just to try to get an idea of. Alright, so the Grick has an intelligence 3.
Animal.
I'm trying to.
This is fun, I'm having fun.
Me too. What book is that?
Xanthar's Guide to Everything.
Just came out.
Oh, awesome. Mine is in the mail then. That's, I pre-ordered it. Sweet.
That's really nice.
Yeah, that's legit.
Alright, so it's got intelligence of 3, so it's as smart as a hound or a mastiff. Smarter than a mule.
Smarter than a mule?
It's like a dog. It's like smart as a dog.
How
Mules
strong
are
is
like
it?
pretty smart in real life.
So smart as an octopus or a dog. So I'm assuming that means it can respond to basic. Like, hey, look, free food, eat that, not us. Alright, so with the 18 of persuasion, it unslithers, it smells the aroma of its previous owner. So it's lulled into a sense of
Complacency.
or non-hostility, non.
It's a good thing I don't have the head, shove my hand in there. Beware, well, I'm gonna kill you.
Alright, so the Grick is now happily slurping at the soup.
In a weird way, probably.
And
Probably like rapid stains around the bowl and just like.
in the most disturbing way possible.
The noises it makes would give children nightmares.
Awesome.
Alright,
So,
so you gotta-
for roleplay purposes, I might need to hear these sounds. Or can I just make up some sounds?
That'd be better.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not both?
It sounds a little bit like the mixed sounds of a dog slurping up water from a water bowl and the sound of a cat in a blender.
Okay.
I heft my shield back towards my face slightly, hoping not to get any spray on myself.
Tess is watching with keen interest.
Are you gonna try to like pet it?
Not yet.
And yet you're gonna wait till it gets finished?
I'm gonna wait till it's full before I start trying to get close to it.
Alright, so
I'm not stupid.
I'll just let you kill it if I have to.
right after a few minutes of slurping, grinding, and furry screams, the Grick seems sated and full of Zam stew.
Now I go pet it.
Alright, roll
With my keen animal mimic cries, soothing animal noises, I shall help.
okay, so you're just making random squawking noises.
No, but
Alright, sure, roll another charisma.
That's higher. That's a 21.
17 on the die.
21, alright, that's yeah, you begin petting the Grick gently and softly. It does not immediately try to eat you.
Awesome.
It seems fat and happy. like a giant nightmare slug.
Just as nature intended.
Once again, we prove that any solution can be found if you have enough soup.
Yes.
So
The moral of the story, any solution.
can I see the map for our?
We're gonna kill the owlbear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna kill you.
We killed the other one. Why not kill this one?
Well,
So can I see the map for our
Kobolds are cautious and fearful of
mansion.
bears, since bears often seek to live in it. Kobolds are likely to panic
You're in
when they
there.
see a bear
Okay.
animal companion
This is
in
the
the
kitchen
company of
area.
another creature. Their aversion extends to
We're
owlbears
here.
and other bear-like creatures.
Oh,
So as kobolds, they're gonna kill the owlbear.
makes sense.
Oh, you want the region map?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
kinda like our,
The,
area map.
favorite
the
enemy.
map of our manor that we have.
Oh.
Back in every town.
Yeah, okay.
They need it. Maybe they'll put it in the bone room.
We're not putting the giant mind slug in the bone room. Let's see. What's in here?
Zan will
Bone
make us-
room.
No,
This
this
is
is the
the-
bone room.
Zan will make
This
us
is where
soup
I
out of
think we're putting all our
anything.
eggs.
Oh.
We gotta find a way. We gotta find a way to get it out.
So this
Of
is
the
the
castle.
wall, right? And that's
That
the
should be.
Right, there's like, that's jail.
Okay.
So I think we'll west style bars in the wall.
So I feel like we put the eggs in one of the cells and have it
In the great goals that are the eggs.
Not
so
if we don't put it in the cell.
there's a central area and there's cells off to the side, there's bars.
So
So,
it's protecting the egg.
It will guard our eggs, yes.
Provided they can't reach them.
You'll make sure we can.
Wait, so do you want to train it or get rid of it?
Train it.
Great.
Okay, so we're keeping it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're gonna kill the owlbear.
Yeah, the owlbear we're gonna get rid of.
Okay.
This
Need more
we're
food.
keeping because we have a bunch of weird shit already guarding our mansion. And why not add one more?
Yeah, sure. As long as it doesn't try and kill us too.
Well, it's no worse than the banshee that they brought home.
Yeah.
All the
always
two barrels we got there.
The adventurers that regularly come in to try to kill us.
Before the place is open to understand what it is in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like that.
Well, besides bringing the green dragon, we gotta bring all of our bards.
okay, so the Grick is happily purring as you pet it,
Yay!
and now you're best friends.
It's mine now!
So I will assume that the party will come up with some
Convoluted way of getting it home.
right.
Build a cage and put it in the wagon, or in a wagon and haul it down there.
Right, you got lots of goblin workers and your
We're really good at
two
making cages.
kobolds, so
Not a cage, that's too small.
Well, you can build a big cage in the back of the wagon.
Yeah, but it's still too confined. I
Next
want my
we'll get
new
the
friend to
ninja.
ride in style.
You wanna buy a long tube?
It'll be like a hamster pen, like the tubes that they crawl through.
right, the kobolds with some goblin assistance craft a transportation structure for the Grit. Did you bring a wagon out?
Yeah,
We
Yeah,
have
we got
a
the one we
wagon.
hold the loot to the cave with.
Right, so
And
you
we got
got
all the loot from the cave to the castle. When the green dragon shows up with the sorcerer, or with the druid.
okay.
We have access to one.
Right, so you got a wagon. So as the
As the plans are made out,
right, as the final construction commences, the group decides to go check on this owlbear.
yeah,
Yeah, that we're gonna kill. Because we're kobolds, and we don't like bears.
and our soup has been eaten, so we need Sam to make more. Preferably not out of us. Or any,
no, just to make it out of us.
or any friends that were once friends, namely the total.
Well, the portal he deserved it.
He was sitting there. He was just sitting at the entrance.
He showed up, and then everyone died.
He was there, and then they
Like, he
died.
didn't even get a chance. It's just like, oh, you summoned me because I'm a bastard and blah. And,
Yeah, that's how it went.
and banshees.
Alright, so you approach the South Tower's entrance. The door to this room is held shut with a heavy wooden bar. How would you like to proceed? The hallway leading to it is. Want me to sketch it out?
Yeah.
Well, you're doing
I guess they were fighting area, I guess.
Right, there is a curtain hanging there. Here's a door. And there's a door.
No, sorry.
You can judge that there's a tower. Okay, so there's a heavy wooden bar blocking the door. The goblin leads you to that point and says in a whisper, "They're out there," and then scampers away because goblins don't particularly like being.
So there's owlbear.
Yeah, we're
Here there be bear.
because we don't like bears. They scare us.
Well, yeah, owlbears are brutal.
As a friend of mine once said,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
did you catch the name of mine? My brother's like, Ralph looks up and says, as a friend of mine once said.
I think he's talking about Sam.
Soup's on, boys. What would you like to do?
Well, there's an owlbear down there that we.
Albert don't care.
Is it lit? Like, is it the torchy?
Yeah, man, shit's
No,
lit.
it's dark within the tower.
Okay, so he has his light show.
But the door is still barred. You want to just lift off, toss the bar aside, throw open the door, and yell surprise, or
Yeah, because we know the owlbear's in there, so it's trapped in a tower. It can only come through the door against the human fighter.
all right, you've got your shield still lit up like a floodlight. All right, so you
Open the
crowd in,
refrigerator door.
toss it open, toss the bar aside, throw open the door. As the door swings open, you get a glimpse of the tower. The upper floors have collapsed to create a hollow silo at least 30 feet high, and the upper reaches of the room are lost in shadows. Dust, rubble, and broken glass cover the floor, and old work tables and bookshelves lie strewn to the south end of the tower. And you briefly get a glimpse. In the middle of the room is a hulking beast that looks like a mangy bear with an owl's head. It rears up and roars when it sees you, and rushes toward you. So everyone, roll for initiative.
Yay! Ha, there's my low roll.
Yes. Nat 20.
You did it.
My first nat 20 of the game is the first roll I roll in combat.
All right, so 20.
So 24 with a nat 20 is my.
All right, you're probably going first. Osama?
I go on 20.
how do you like 10?
The owlbear likes that just fine.
Okay.
And Ralph.
21.
All right, high
We
roller.
get to do the coop to Grace on it.
All right, so Tavis, there's an owlbear. He looks angry, but he's still in the room. He hasn't charged out yet.
But he's going to charge us.
He looks mid-charge. Yes.
He said, "Oh, open the door. Let's go."
Well, all right. Since you know, I'm gonna charge him.
This is yours.
Yes. All right.
Like so.
Yes, indeed.
Now hit it.
I'm attacking him with my rapier. 18 to hit.
I think we have comments.
Oh my God, there are people commenting. It's probably Jacob.
Oh,
I have no idea.
they all disappeared. Too fast to read.
But we can't see them from over there. You have to like message them to us.
Unless they're people that aren't part of the chat.
Yeah, unless they're not part
Do
of
we
it.
have viewers? Is that what's going on?
Let's see.
I'm sure, considering this is YouTube, I'm sure.
All
there-
the Mountain Dew, yo. Sam Jester's the human to get into the cooking pot.
Oh, I guess technically I am drinking Mountain Dew, so that is appropriate.
There's 3 bottles of Mountain Dew, a Dr. Pepper, and a Rockstar. Those are our drinks of choice.
I am a rock star, thank you.
I'll try and stay aware of the screen.
I know you play one on TV.
I'm sure they're calm and reasonable YouTube comments like all YouTube comments are.
Yeah.
All right, so you rush forward, shield blazing with light, and thrust the rapier toward the owlbear, and you hit. Roll for damage.
11.
We should have like automated text to speech.
Yes.
Beeper. Beeper.
I need to set that.
Okay.
That will be my turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Alright.
There's so many things being said. I don't understand.
Okay, so the KQ just kind of runs back and forth on the side of the room for a little bit.
He's trying to decide the ideal location.
Well, if I pass through this one, he gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, as long as you're next to it,
Yeah, so.
it's okay.
Attack.
Punch it hard.
I punch it. I punch it real hard.
If you fireball this room.
Well, just make sure you center the blast up high enough
Well,
that it will hit the owlbear and not me.
Quarterstaff.
Because it's bigger.
It is. It's bigger than all of us.
Because you can center the blast
15
above.
hits. Roll for damage.
There are 3D mechanics in this 2D for like 2D
So
theater
2
mind.
plus 3, so that's 5. And then I take my bonus action to punch it with my fist. 17.
That will hit.
3.
Plus your.
6.
So what's your total damage?
You're not gonna use
Plus
any more.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
You're not popping very close.
No, I just hit it with I pop it with quarterstaff and then I like.
Right, the Kenku bursts into the room, runs around a bit, and then starts whacking the owlbear with quarterstaff and
Fist.
fist.
Your feathered fist.
Take that!
And or
Ya
ball of
fiend.
lightning. Yeah, 12.
Lightning.
That is
strike.
going to miss.
You have advantage though.
So,
Class.
Have allies within 5 feet.
That's worse.
Oh.
so lightning crackles forth, illuminating the room in bright flashes of light, but no one seems to be harmed by it.
Rock! Thunderstorm!
But the owlbear, already not eager to be in this room, is now even more eager to leave with the lightning crackling. So it is going to try to remove the obstacle in its path,
Grapple.
which is you.
You're doing it
Oh.
with a hi-hat, and it turns out
If you can use acrobatics to grapple out though.
So the owlbear is going to swipe with its claws. So that's a 21.
So as
I don't know what you're saying, Dylan.
As a reaction, I throw up my shield, boosting my armor class above that number.
Okay, so you're now to.
So I use shield spell.
Okay.
Boom.
So, and the beak is going to lash out at you with an 18.
That will miss.
Alright, so the owlbear is now clawing and gnawing on your shield.
nom 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 nom.
And my arcane ward goes up, boom, and I gain 13 temporary hit points. Because I cast an obduration spell.
Alright, so
Hey, what level's everyone?
4.
Okay, so,
Three.
so I'm not too much beyond. Okay.
My turn.
yes.
So I'm gonna run over, jump over the fighter, get on the opposite side of the owlbear from the monk as the monk, and try to do a stab with my rapier.
You're
So
so
like-
heavy, so you more like jump around.
No,
Yeah,
I jump
well, it
over.
runs under his legs.
That's what I said. That's a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. Then I'm going to do some damage now. Are you ready for the damage? It's not great damage, but it's better than nothing.
It is nothing.
9. 9 of the piercing variety.
Kill the owlbear.
Alright, Tavis, your shield is glowing. Your arcane ward is arcaning.
Okay.
And there's an owlbear trying to gnaw through your shield.
Yay! Alright. So I am going to, let's see here. I think,
Don't ruin the hide too much.
I don't know if I want to blow too much of my magic right off the bat, because we have this thing surrounded. I don't think it's
Go survival.
too much of a problem, so I'm just gonna keep it distracted and hopefully we can all beat it down.
You can do this.
Although
Yeah, turtle up.
I'm thinking about casting haste just to get more attacks in on it.
Turtle up.
Plus that will
Boost your AC as well.
boost my AC, which will be so great. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Do all that fun thing.
And so yes, because I have the Warcaster feat, I can cast spells wielding weapons and armor and stuff and shield. So the yellow light of my magic pours forth from my weapon, and I twirl it around as it soaks into me, and I become hasted,
Meaning you can attack!
and I can attack. If it gains an additional action on each of its turns. So yeah, I use the attack action for 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright. And I deal 8 piercing damage.
Right in the face.
Cool. And that is my turn.
Alright, so with a blur and glowing, a blurry glowing fighter stabs at the owlbear. Alright, next we've got Ralph, the Kengu.
Again with the quarter staff. No. But then I do it with my unarmed attack. No. So I'm just like,
No keep.
Okay.
And you didn't hit on either?
Neither one hit.
Okay.
My turn.
He's flailing again.
But the Kenku makes a flurry of very impressive looking moves, just kind of off by himself.
It's another ball of lightning.
Another ball of lightning.
Goes in, and this one actually hits the owlbear.
Watch him roll all ones.
Just one.
Again.
I know.
1 point of damage?
No.
Oh.
16 points of damage.
Mm.
Take.
Alright, lightning crackles around the owlbear, searing it. It looks injured.
Yeah, Facebook message. We see you trying to communicate, but like real life, in your actual character, we can't hear you.
I'd respond, but I don't have access to my phone right now.
My phone's at the house.
Excuses.
Excuses. Excuses are like butts.
What?
Everyone has one. And they smell.
I mean, most people have one, unless they got blown off on a motorcycle.
Alright, the owlbear is going to ignore this talk of buttocks and attack you again.
What a weird
It's
owlbear.
Alright, and I'm guessing your AC is still ridiculously high.
It is 21 now.
So it's going to resume gnawing helplessly on your shield.
Ding dong.
Is it 21 base?
It's 19 base, 21 with haste. And then if I use my reaction to cast shield, it goes up.
To 26, yeah.
Well, you'd be 17, and then with the shield is 19. And
No? Yeah.
So-
17, and then shield's 19, and then with haste 21, then if I cast the shield spell, yeah,
then...
it gets
My
ridiculous.
monk needs shit haste.
Alright, so
No, it
Tess.
doesn't. That's my name.
Right, the owlbear, it looks wounded, it looks injured, and it looks like it's not enjoying the taste of the shield.
I'm sorry, my friend.
16 on the die to hit it.
It's gonna hit.
Cool. I'm gonna do more damage now, okay? Everyone okay with that? Can I do
Yeah.
damage?
Yeah,
Want me to knock it out so we can keep it as a pet?
let me roll for you.
10. 10 points this time.
10
Doing slightly
points.
better.
That is going to bring the owlbear to the ground.
Yay!
You killed it. Boom. It drops to the ground. I wipe my blade on its fur.
Oh, you're ruining the pelt.
It's mangy.
Ah.
Feathery.
That's why I use lightning bolt on it.
It's already,
It doesn't
it's
fry
been
its stats
seared
higher.
and stabbed. Like that.
Oh,
As
the
far as
lightning
the.
bolt doesn't do as much damage to the fur coat as the fireball would.
That's true.
It has mange.
The
Natural disease has done more damage than we ever could.
amidst the smell of ozone and burnt feathers, it collapses to the ground, dead.
Can I plug its feathers?
Get some of the goblins
Let
to
there be
haul this
bear
thing out of
jerky.
here. Unless you want to eat it, as you seem to do with most dead things.
Most of our.
It's gonna be turned into bear jerky.
Part of it's going to
Alright, yeah, waste not, I suppose.
I really was saying something along would be saying something along the lines of, yeah,
That's what
let's
Dylan
eat it.
said was bear jerky.
Yeah.
Sent the text.
Alright, so under orders from the new goblin chieftain Zam, a flurry of goblins rush in and begin cleaning and
Harvesting.
chopping up the carcass.
And I get to hide to make my blanket for my bed.
Osas starts skinning the owlbear.
I mean, you guys are, yeah, you get right to it. Holy shit. Holy.
There's
Holy.
no.
The kobolds take their dinner seriously, and they do.
It wasn't even around that I was dead, that they were trying to cook me.
He walked in and we were already at him in the pot.
They used my shell as the pot.
Now they're using the shell as a doghouse for the two wolves.
I'm assuming people will want to look around for loot
Yeah.
Yeah.
after they finish their pre-meal preparations.
At least I will. Not sure if everyone else wants to give it to the dragon, but I'm getting loot.
You don't like the dragon, so you're
I don't
gonna
like
do it
this
yourself.
particular dragon, no.
Perception checks.
16.
16. All right, you notice. Up on the remains of the tower's second floor is a jagged ledge upon which sits a battered wooden chest.
Ooh.
I grab my grappling hook and I start swinging it, and I throw it up there.
All right, you. Yeah.
Two.
2.
I just command my rope to go up and tie around the handle of the chest.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
got
say
more
while you're
messages.
preparing the magic rope to do
It's
that,
nice
he's
to be
already just
20
interactive.
so
athletics and
eager.
climb up.
He chucks up the grappling hook and he hooks on the edge of the chest and he yanks. And the chest comes down but opens up in the
Ah!
process, and so there is a rain.
And tries to eat us.
Ah!
Roll initiative.
Oh god.
It's raining gold.
Ugh.
A rain of 90 electrum pieces and 120 gold pieces fall from the ceiling.
That's a lot of money.
Gold pieces are raining on my head,
All right,
but
but
that doesn't mean that my eyes will still
I'm
be
assuming
out.
someone's already, like,
Ow.
Keeping track of the
He
total.
does move
all
her
right,
eyes up.
there is a scroll of silence
Did I eat?
and a scroll of revivify that both tumble out of the chest onto the ground.
I'll say revivify.
But there's also a potion of healing
I already
that's
have one of those.
falling from the second ledge, and so if it's going to break. So somebody,
I did a dex roll for, what was it?
I get advantage on dex checks, so
3, so 21.
21. All right, so
21 is
I got a
well.
19 on my.
No, I'm
but I have
just adding
acrobatics
down 20.
trained. Is it an acrobatics check?
yes.
So then I get an additional, like 20, 21, 22. So I have 22 on that.
All right. Well, between the two of you, you both managed to leap and catch it.
Cool.
So who wants a potion of healing?
So he
I have
catches it, but he catches him.
It's all like,
Do you have a potion of healing?
I'm all out at the moment.
You can have a potion of healing.
So
I do not.
I
do
want
not
the
need
potion
that.
or scroll of
All
revivify.
right. So you basically catch with the potion of healing, tossing it back and forth. Scroll of revivify is going to
Me.
you. All right. Scroll of silence.
What happens if I eat the scroll of silence?
The Kenku's character will likely be improved.
let's see.
That's
Oh.
Suddenly become much more popular.
That's some savage
Cancel.
shit right
Cancel.
there.
I cancel.
Oh.
And it was
Can you
instant,
cast the clerk spell?
instantaneous. I could take silence because I'm a wizard. Like
So as this stuff
Silence
is
is
falling,
clerk
I
spell.
stand there like a
Oh, it
turkey with
is?
my
It's
mouth open,
also a wizard spell.
No.
like,
Silence is cleric only.
Alright, so there's at least one electric piece now
I got a message.
in your,
Because it's shiny and it's falling
why wouldn't you?
Right.
Of course.
yeah, it's not a
and I
wizard
have
spell.
one, so
It's cleric.
Alright, so the Kenku probably has a craw, right? So now it's got gold coins in there to help. And Electrum is probably more hard, so.
Same for the revivify,
Yeah.
cleric only.
Yeah.
No,
shake me, I jingle.
no.
So the only one who can use it is our kobold cleric. That's not good.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Wait, no. Our kobold druid can use them.
Druid doesn't get it either.
Oh, no. Well, I'll just hold on to them then.
We could sell them.
I have a potion of flying which I'm holding on to for very
Yes.
special occasion.
Yeah, you should definitely not. Yeah.
Because
I'll hold on
I'm
to
a
the
non-flying
scrolls.
bird, so. You know.
Alright, so you're getting all the schools. And then we have 181.
They're trying to contact us.
And 120 GP.
Alright, so magic items have been dispersed.
Yep.
Put aside the gold for later.
So it's loot. A bit. We have 120 GP, 90 Electrum to divine.
Which will be that, we'll do that later.
Let's see.
Just because you're our new leader of this castle, you
Well, at least until our
aren't
new
here
dragon shows
getting.
up.
Yeah. It's all ours.
Alright, what else would the party like to do? You've got the castle to yourself, the owlbear is dead and currently being transformed into jerky
Deerskin rug,
blanket.
blanket.
Love.
and rugs.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, you're a small character, that's probably big enough for a blanket for you.
Well, it's a large creature, it's probably big enough as a tent. I'm gonna make a house out of that.
You have the tent and the rest of it folds over into the blanket for the bottom part. Yes, yes.
Wrap up and I could sleep in the Arctic climate in that thing.
Yeah.
Because it wrap around a few times.
Get you a couple sticks to head out to the palms, move around like a weird slug.
Doubles the costume. Alright, so, what else would
How much
the...
XP do we get?
Doesn't really good.
Well, we gotta finish our preparations and taking the new Greg to our headquarters.
And moving the dragon and all of our barge to the
Finally have
castle.
a crack team of goblins working on that.
So we take the Greg first, and then we, on the way back, grab the dragon and its stuff and head back to the castle.
Well, the dragon can just show up. It's just we need to use the wagon to haul all his loot from
I
the
feel
cave.
like he'd want to oversee the loading and unloading of his loot.
Yeah, make sure nobody steals it.
Yeah.
Which I will try to do. And be probably slapped at again by people as I reach for the shiny stuff. We got another message.
Oh,
It says, hey, that gold is in my castle.
Okay.
Something cleric.
not anymore, it's not.
That's in my pocket.
Don't worry, you'll get your
So-
share of something.
Because even though we venerate the dragon, we gotta make sure we got our own personal gold to go away from there. Otherwise, you might think it's part of his work.
Don't want to drag it
That's why we got the mansion in the cave.
Alright, so should we stop by the dragons on the way to our place first, or should we
We're gonna get the
Let's
Greg
take the
to our place.
Greg first?
And leave all our excess loot there. We go get the dragon and this dragon's loot and haul it to the keep.
He's gonna wonder why there's a giant slime-filled hamster cage sitting on the back of his under the cart.
We can leave that at the mansion. Now I just undo the ties to it and it's whip the horses to take off real fast and push and fall out the back.
So we can't turn the whole owlbear into jerky, we have to have some owlbear meat for the trip to make sure the Greg is
Yeah.
happy. Unless you're planning on taking some extra goblins and throwing them in once in a while.
I'm not a psychopath.
I think we're gonna run out of goblins when the dragon shows up.
Alright, so, describe to me the cage that is holding the Grick.
It's gonna be great, man. There's gonna be like there's gonna be like flashing lights, like the neon, like the strobe effect going on. It's gonna have a Ferris wheel in the middle of it.
LSD drop.
I don't know if that would be.
There's gonna be a water bottle filled with LSD.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be good for the Greg.
Well, it's not, but
I
we
don't
wanna
think it would be good for the
pacify it.
Alright, so it's probably just as long as the wagon?
You can't eat your friends
Yeah.
if you're high on LSD.
So-
Remember that,
It's
kids.
just gonna- Think of the old west prison wagons.
Okay.
Cage on the back part.
Yeah.
Solid wall between the driver and the cage.
And probably two nice sturdy bars at the top of the cage for it to slither onto and wrap around.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it at least somewhat entertaining for it.
Okay.
And then, I guess goblin craftsmanship, right? Yeah.
It's all jagged and slicing it open as it crawls around.
Okay, as you roll over the plains back
Whatever
from Cragmont
the
Castle,
the crack will play.
it will take a few hours to get through the forest, but once you hit the open plains, your travel will speed up. Do you want to try to stick to the main road back to Fenelon or go cross country?
Let's stick to the main road.
Yeah, because since we got this thing in a cage, people just think we were hauling a circus entertainment.
Attraction.
Yeah, circus attraction.
We're part of a circus, because 2 kobolds, a bird, and a human fighter. Human's gonna be driving.
The
I'll
king
drive.
cruise- The king cruise on top of the cage. Come on! The main attraction of tonight's greatest
In the vaudeville
show.
voice.
I'm going to say outside of town,
You know, in my hammock underneath the wagon.
in a quiet spot along the road, a couple of young thuggish youths approach the wagon and shout, "If you want to pass, you got to pay a toll."
So, is
Hey,
this
why
our-
don't you come on and
Wait, are we
check out what's
traveling during
inside
the
our
day?
cage?
Well, we got a human to drive
Oh,
the
yeah,
wagon,
we have a
so
human
we
driving.
have a hammock underneath the wagon.
So, hearing that, the kobolds are gonna wake up.
And I'm still on top.
And it's like, there was no toll on this road yesterday.
Alright, so kobolds pop out, Kenku, and as the wagon approaches,
So I wave my hand. Stand aside, young ones. We're transporting this monstrosity.
alright, they get a good look at the Grick, they get a good look at the kobolds swarming around the wagon. Do a intimidation check. Give yourself advantage because you're got a wagon full of horrors.
We also have owlbear meat.
And we look for
I rolled terrible. So 6.
With advantage?
Yes. I
Okay.
rolled.
from the top of the wagon. They
I
hear.
rolled both
I stand up and
dice
I
were
look at them.
terrible.
You know, my most heroic pose. Step forth and face the Grick and die, you heathens.
Roll an intimidation check.
5.
Yes. Do I get advantage?
And I would just be sitting.
18.
And I would just be
Alright.
sitting on the edge of the cart, eating what looks to be
Actually,
part
that's
of a
17.
human's arm.
It's 7.
Okay.
Because I have a -1.
Intimidation.
But
Alright, at that point, the Grick starts rolling around and gnawing at the side of the cage. And the 2 young thugs look at each other and then bolt away
Yeah!
from the road, running off into the wilderness.
Bullshit our way to victory, guys!
well, I mean, to be fair, we do have a monstrosity that we're transporting.
We do have a monstrosity in
So,
here.
Like, if-
I should have just grabbed the edge of the cage.
Like,
and
you
been,
don't wanna fight
slowly
us.
Lifting up.
You don't want to fight us because even if you win, there's that thing.
It's like,
What are you gonna do with that? Like,
Well, it's in a cage. 3 XP through the bars.
I think I could have passed the intimidation check just by raising the bars up slowly trying to let.
And this assumes the Grick wants to get out. I mean, it's already got fed well.
Yeah.
It's got its own comfortable accommodations made for it.
Hey, it's gotta work too.
It's got its own little jungle gym.
Okay, so you roll into town on the way to your
Deserted mansion.
yes,
It's not deserted, it's
We-
happening.
the Cobalt
Holy.
Community College.
Let's hope that there's no Avengers in here this time.
All right, there's no further
Delays.
complications. Do you want to roll through the middle of town with your newfound pet, or do you want to quietly go around the edge?
We're friendly here.
No, we're bringing this stuff into town, we're not gonna be.
All right, as the wagon rolls through the middle of town, groups of children kind of collect and stare open-mouthed, slack-jawed at the terrifying monstrosity in the back of the wagon. Also the Kenku. Which I'm assuming is chirping and making noises.
I think it would have been better if you said that the other way around. Monstrosity on the back of the wagon. Also the Grick.
Oh, these are adorable. There's big parakeets.
Giant crows.
So you've got a fairly large train of kids following the wagon as you roll into the hideout and unload the Grick.
Stand back and don't get eaten, my friends.
And then the kids run and scream in terror. As only kids can. Loving every minute of it. Alright, so you're going to take the Grick into the hideout.
Yes.
Is our Banshee friend over?
So I'm going to say the Banshee is quiet at the moment.
At the moment.
What room was the Banshee furniture put in?
The Banshee was in my room, which is the Cobalt room, which is, I believe it was 9.
Okay.
And that's where the chest was. So we're putting
Here
the
The Grick is going in room number 5,
yes.
which is the dungeon room.
I go around and make sure the bars are small enough for.
Hey, how's our goblin friend doing? Is he keeping up with all the weird creatures we're leaving in here?
Yeah, he seems pretty happy. No one's been, abusing him or punching him.
Zan has that level of cleric.
Mm. Darn it, Zam.
So I go into room 5 before the Grick gets there and make sure all the eggs are in the right areas and
Yes.
behind proper bars.
So the eggs are all properly secured. The eggs appear fine. They have not been eaten or damaged. It's quietly abandoned like good kobold parents. So the doors are locked and any repairs that are necessary have been made because you've had some time. Right, so the Grick is depositing its new home. Do we give it a snack?
Excellent.
Of course we're giving
Yeah,
him a
let's
snack.
feed
Yeah, I don't want to
Oh,
put it in.
Owl bear, perhaps?
Some owlbear, okay.
Owlbear.
Not that hapless goblin.
No. But our hapless goblin friend is going to be feeding it, so
We have to bring the goblin in to help feed. That way it understands that this is feeding, not feud.
It's
It's feeding, not fed.
right. So
And then we can use the cage on the back of the wagon to haul the parts.
oh yeah.
Yeah, the bars.
I forgot.
Luke.
Forgot about the 4 bars, yeah.
I forgot what you were talking about for a second.
all right. So Droop is delighted to see the Grick. He remembers it from the past. When he was working with the Kragmaws before he found new employers who were nicer to him.
Yes.
So
As
he's-
we tend to be. We're also paying him. I believe, aren't we?
Maybe.
That's Zan.
Dylan, since you're watching,
well,
message in and let us know if we're paying him.
Droop is being paid much like other goblins are paid in, food, basically. Room and board and less frequent feedings.
Life. Paid in life.
Alright, so Droop is delighted to be taking care of the Grick as well as the
We
wolves.
got a message.
And let's see, the Banshee is in room 9. Are you gonna go check out your room?
Do I want to go? Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to a banshee.
You have to
Okay.
eventually.
I'm gonna talk to a ghost about moving in.
Okay. Alright, so you venture into your room.
Hey, look, dead humans. No, he's my buddy. Our group is a circus. Yeah.
It's certainly a gathering to
It's a
attract.
menagerie of some kind.
Yeah,
That's
It is.
surely.
It's definitely a thing.
Alright, so you go into your room and you look upon the Banshee's couch. You can see a ghostly form reclining there, looking bored.
The couch was in the orc's room.
Oh, okay.
The chest,
That-
which I believe is what is actually cursed, contrary to popular
Because it
narrative.
uses the beer cooler.
Is
Well,
in our
okay.
room.
So, never mind, unwind that bit.
Okay.
The cooler is still there, looking chilly.
Mhm.
If you peek into the orc's room, you'll see the Banshee reclining on the couch, looking bored, engaged in a long-winded debate about orcish religious significance with the orc. Orc, or Aorc, or
It's
Orc,
it would
whichever
be
one it
Bork
is
who's
right now.
it would be Bork who's the religious one, and Aorc is the hippie.
I'm not sure which one is in the hideout right now because I know one like ran away.
Aorc was with us,
Right.
so it would be Bork who's in the hideout.
Right. Well, anyway, engage in some sort of long-winded discussion about the tenets of punching one another. And the Banshee is somewhat bored, but keeping up her end of the conversation because there's not much else to do.
So I'm gonna let them know that we have a new addition to our little
Menagerie.
Fun.
menagerie.
Fun time.
Our fun time pet show. Ask if they need anything.
I'm sure the orc would say he needs to punch something.
That'd be fair.
Yeah.
And the Banshee, she's fine. It's just chilling
Maybe
out.
Just in spinning eternity and a ghostly apparition.
Look, I look at them and go, maybe you can invite some adventurers to come in and you can destroy them. Wrong.
And we get to keep food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because that would be the thing that they come in to try to kill now. We don't want that.
I mean, we don't want people showing up trying to kill things in this keep necessarily.
Yeah, there's enough things that we want to keep alive.
We need to hurry up and start school.
We do. So,
Alright, off to the dragon then?
off to
Yeah.
the dragon, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna come back and start working on the school. I wanna say.
Move the dragon, move the quartet, feed the quartet. It hasn't died already.
We still have we don't have good berries anymore.
You still have a little bit of, I don't need them.
Dang it, Jacob, what a week to not be here.
Alright, do you want to stop by the town and buy some provisions for
We need to bring a druid along.
Has that druid reached us yet?
Oh, what from,
Yeah,
Thunder Tree.
Thunder Tree.
Oh, Rudolph?
Has that druid reached our humble abode?
well, we don't want to talk
He did
about
say
we
he'd
just
help
talk-
out.
Yeah, but we haven't told him that we actually just talked to dragging him and moving.
Yeah, but we don't need to tell.
We don't need to tell him that. He's out of his hair.
Right. Do we work for the dragon now?
Yeah, we can go over a castle for him to move into. It's out of the way, you know, closer to town.
Well, what do you guys need to procure? Like, what do you need the druid for? Exactly.
We need. So we're starting an adventurer school for aspiring youth whose desire is to train them in how to do what they do.
Yeah.
How to be
So-
an adventurer, how to go through a dungeon.
Yeah.
how to-
I'm taking over the rogue class.
Okay.
There's a monk who's teaching the ways of Gorkenmork, which is just like 1,000 ways to kick people in the testicles. He's a sorcerer, so he's doing magic shit. He's helping with the monk class. There's a druid, and there's a barbarian.
I thought y'all had a priest too. Or was it cleric? Is it cleric? Or?
Sam's
Dylan is.
Well, no, I thought it was somebody that didn't move.
Right, we did have a priest in town
For the.
and who offered to help out with that as well.
Okay. Well, I'm
And
a
now we
wizard
have
and
a fighter.
so I can teach both magic and swordplay.
Mhm.
If that is something you require.
We would not be against that.
Adventurers do like those two things. Okay, so
That has become the goal of our campaign,
I
by the
shall
way.
teach the way of the murder hobo. No.
Yay.
it's offering advanced degrees of murder hobo.
And now we're off to assist the dragon in moving a couch.
Well, no, moving like his musical theater troupe, which he has acquired through various means.
I mean, he is a dragon, so.
Well, mainly by asking the group to go kidnap people for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
do this.
I think it was our hippie.
Yeah, our hippie went and hijacked a
Quartet.
kidnapping. Yeah,
A group of bards.
There
Like a
is-
barbershop quartet of bards.
There was a barbershop quartet going down the road, and also I believe you took the halfling druid to the dragon.
that's right, we did.
Mostly intact.
What for?
So you could serve the dragon.
Oh yeah.
I believe Zam took a few bites out of the halfling druid before delivering
Yeah.
to the dragon, but mostly intact.
Zam was nominated, yeah.
Good job, Zam.
Alright, so that's Alright, so do you want to stop by the town and buy provisions to feed your little troop of indentured
Probably.
bards?
Yeah.
Or just try to feed them Albert meat or joint?
We'll buy some provisions.
I mean, we already fed him.
Well, I mean, the druid would have good berry.
Yeah, message. Message.
Go on there.
Secret message.
Oh no.
That thieves can't, man. It's too good. That illusory script.
I would just pick up some provisions to feed the people when we're transporting them to the castle. Yeah, the castle has provisions. Once they get there.
And things to hunt.
There you go, Blues to do the hunting.
Okay.
And non-humanoid entities to hunt or to use as food too.
Provisions.
Okay.
Rock.
So stock up.
I need meat. And I throw some gold in.
Red nail.
Alright, so you have some good relations with Barthen's Provisions, I think, and
I think the last thing anyone did there was steal the pig that they were gonna eat.
Yeah, the ham out back.
Yeah.
And then someone brought another ham.
that was one of the bars.
Oh.
You did deliver provisions to Barthen's Provisions, so they're okay with you.
Yeah, I throw like 5 gold at him. I need meat.
And bread and cheese and ale.
Alright, so for several gold coins, they put a bunch of provisions, food in the wagon. And say, hey, since you noble heroes with monstrous backgrounds are out, there was a group of bards that were supposed to show up in town
We'll keep our eye open
a
for
few
them.
days ago. We don't know where they went. So,
So, Tess was.
What was one of their songs that I might have heard?
well, I don't know whatever bards sing.
No. What was one of their songs that I might have heard? In character?
Walking on Sunshine?
So Tess.
I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, walking on sunshine.
Yeah.
I just walk out.
He just leaves.
Yeah,
So-
bards, they would sing songs like that.
So Tess was the other guy when they did that, so he has no memory of that event at all.
Plausible deniability.
Literally.
She has
No memory.
She has no memory. He does.
They're both.
I'm a bard. I heard it. So I sang it. cause I rolled a 3 on my intelligence check to keep my mouth shut.
Roll through.
That's a 22 on my performance check with my flute.
So, yeah,
And
bard, just like you
I
two musical
sound,
types.
I sound like a quartet.
Somehow he gets all 4 voices.
He's a Kenku, he can. Alright, so the shop owner says, yeah, like that. Good luck.
We'll keep our eye open.
And you weren't there.
You don't know anything, yay!
I was with the, wherever.
He was walking down the road somewhere.
Using the restroom, say.
Right. You have an alibi. You're fine. Alright, so you travel over.
The river and through the woods. Grandmother's house, where you
We're traveling, yes.
Yes, traveling back to the hideout with the dragon.
Okay.
Is this the same day, or did we have a day of rest?
It's like 2 days travel to the cave. I
Okay,
thought.
so by the time we get
Yeah.
there,
We're all rested.
we're back.
You can take a nap somewhere along the line.
That's why I have my hammock strung up underneath the wagon so I can sleep in the daylight.
Cool. Cool.
I shall regale you with my old lady story,
Oh God.
somewhere along the path.
Alright, so everyone make a constitution check to stay awake.
I do it.
Why, just what?
Because he's telling an extremely boring story.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not that boring if you listen back to it. It's
21.
And he goes off. Alright, so
17.
you managed to stay.
You fell asleep during your own story.
It was so boring, he put himself to sleep.
It wasn't an old lady telling me this story. She probably fell asleep at some point too.
That's pretty
Okay, so you arrive at the hideout where the dragon was left.
And it's gone. No!
Yes, actually the dragon is not there.
Oh,
lame.
Worst dragon boss ever.
Unless he's already moved to the castle.
0 of 10 guys.
You do find the bards and the druid sitting bored and tied up.
well, it's good that they're tied up because we put traps on the way out. So,
So
Yeah.
I furrow my brow at these people that are tied up in this cave. and I'm
I trip over my own rope trap.
I'm gonna ask them what happened.
The bards.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
They have to sing it to me.
I do an intimidation check.
That is a. Intimidation is a plus 4. 18.
And one bard has one hand free to pull out a harmonica. Set the tone, and they start singing bum 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 bum. A shape-changing druid showed up and told the dragon there's a castle. And they flew off to the castle, leaving us here. Bum 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 bum.
Yes!
Here. As I hand them food.
And that's the story.
well, I mean, I see no reason to keep them tied up. I untie them, right? Unless there are enemies or something, but otherwise
Well,
not.
They look pretty pathetic. Isn't it?
So I'm just like, here, let me cut the binds.
Alright, and you brought food in?
Yeah, I brought food.
Alright,
Alright, so they're famished, they fall on the food and eating. And they eye the kobolds and the Kenku warily. And they look at you and say, I don't suppose you're here to rescue us from the dragon.
I mean, you're free to leave.
No.
No.
So they're what?
They're entertainers for our dragon.
So you've slaved them. You've pressed them into service.
No, we kidnapped them.
It's just completely
I'm
different.
beginning to rethink my associations with these
Really?
What alignment are you?
lawful neutral.
Well,
So
we're
unless
dead.
there's some sort of very good reason why they're, I mean, to gain the friendship of a dragon, I can understand it.
It's either we do it or we die. So those were our options.
Well, I'm sorry, you're going to have to say it's slave to a dragon. I don't want to die, because if I let you go, the dragon will have issue with me.
We'll have issue with all of us.
Alright, the bards at
you.
this point are
And
delighted
them.
that they get to eat something that's not just, leftover dragon snacks.
At
Which
least
is
they-
like an entire half a cow.
at least they can take them to the castle where they'll possibly get their own rooms.
Yeah. Who knows, a little bit of charm work and they might actually just,
They escaped to go.
And Sam, we're not eating them.
Bards don't make a delicious food.
they're a bit stringy.
Sometimes full of fire.
I've never eaten a bard, and I have no desire to eat a bard.
You are not
No
going
desire to
to
do
do this
so.
party very long.
Well, we got a message.
What's the message?
Nope. Druid,
Something about the druid. I'm sure
Yeah.
Zan thought the druid tasted delicious.
Druid's missing a part of his butt. I don't know, something like that.
The druid is now known as Greenleaf Half-Cheek.
Leaf empty. Makes sense. Sounds like it.
Off to the castle. Wait, the druid found the dragon?
No. The shit-changing druid, our druid, went down that dragon because he flew the dragon down.
Oh, that
Actually got the
druid.
dragon and flew back
Oh,
to the castle.
okay.
We're here with the wagon to pick up all the loot and the barge and haul it to the castle.
Oh yeah,
So
she
there's-
ran ahead.
So she left to get the dragon, and you did some more stuff in the castle, and you left. The dragon showed up there while you were in transit.
Okay.
Amazing.
We did.
Alright, so on the way out, I need the attendees, and I trip over my own rope again.
It's the same trap.
So the Kenku is just kind of dangling from the ceiling.
No, it's just a rope. That was my trap. It was
So
a rope.
it's a
across
trip
the-
wire, but it's not
Not
attached to
attached to
anything.
anything.
It's
It's a trip wire.
Literally just a trip.
Yeah.
Alright,
And I roll over.
so the monk displays agility, grace.
And we're a little bit more adept at everything trap related, so we don't need to. Or
You probably
There are
need
traps.
to
Well,
as you're going.
I'm sure I see him create a scene, and I remember, don't trip on that.
roll an intelligence check.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to dodge. It's just a rope across the hallway.
Well, the Kenku is known for not providing light when it just blunders into the darkness. So if you have something lit up, I'm sure you'll be able to see.
Cool. Well, light is a cantrip.
Okay, so you shepherd the bards and the druid into your wagon,
Along with all the loot.
your paddy wagon.
We use them to help get the loot in.
Yeah. Since they've been fed, they got a little more energy now.
Yeah, keep that muscle up. So we fill the wagon and head back to the castle.
All right.
You can see me slowly reaching for the gold and silver shinies. Just like, "Rah, rah, rah."
Y'all don't see me doing the same thing 20 times.
All right, at least in this leg of your journey, you are constantly serenaded by the bards.
We're
Right,
going
Cortez?
to die.
Well, they have already
On
survived
Wednesday.
several days entertaining dragons, so they seem to be doing at least okay.
I slipped the bards 20 gold.
Shut up. Or
No. To the guys.
They're literally not going to be able to use that.
That's why I use it.
All right. Well, then that party gets 4 gold each. Yay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which the dragon gets.
Okay, so,
Alright, so we travel back with these.
you're back to the
Yes.
castle
Okay?
with your
Troubadours.
Treasure.
yes, the troubadours, the treasure. What would you like to do?
Oh, we gotta unload the treasure, wherever the dragon wants it.
We
Whatever.
got goblins for that, dude.
Yeah.
What other parts of this castle need clearing out?
Oh, we've already done all the rest of it.
Oh.
Those are the last 2 rooms.
Gotcha.
That's why we got the dragon here now.
Alright, so it's a dragon's castle.
Mm-hmm.
We have a message.
And goblins.
Oh, yes, they do. Put the
Goblin.
bards in pot. Put the bards in pot.
Put the bards in the pot. No, no bards in the pot.
Bad Sam.
Always with the cookie.
Alright. Well, in that case, I guess I'm going to look for whatever place I'll be staying while I get my bearings to get ready to start this school, which I'm assuming I will be paid to teach at.
Sure. By the people coming in to take their classes.
Yes, of course. Because otherwise, why would we have a school? If not.
Because you know,
If
the
not to make
adventurers
money.
come in to learn, and then they go through our dungeon, and then they die, and we keep all the stuff that they brought.
No, because
Oh.
they're new adventurers, so we're gonna have like a full healing team ready to revive them if they die.
See, they're not so bad.
Now the dragon's out of the cave. The cave's gonna be mine.
But how do we benefit from?
Because they're paying us to learn.
Okay, so, all right.
Yeah, it's not a free school. This is not government funded like
Okay.
every other.
If you're lawful evil, you'd create a for-profit college that settles it with large amounts of student loans.
Yes.
Yeah.
That they then spend decades paying off.
Yes.
And if they really want to pay it off, they have to give us magic items later down the road, of which they find. Oh, you found a +4 Bloodful sword, and that's ours. Thank you.
Okay. You're at the castle. Do you want to talk to the green dragon?
I mean, I'm intimidated by the fact that it's a dragon. But I
Yeah.
suppose,
You're relatively young.
but I suppose that if we're gonna be around this dragon, I should at least let the dragon know that I'm not.
Going to kill it off?
Well,
right?
that I'm here and
Not inherently hostile
yes.
Should not be
to our cause.
Yeah. Is the dragon down with this whole school thing? Is this like?
I mean,
We haven't
it's,
talked to him about that.
it's irrelevant.
You should definitely talk to the dragon about what you're going to be doing in his castle. I
It's
think
not-
that's like a hugely.
No, the castle is with the dragon. The school's gonna be in the mansion back in town.
Mhm.
Oh.
And now that everything's out
Oh.
of the cave, I'm taking the cave for myself.
Yeah, that's why we have all
So
our
there's,
pets.
like, there's 3 discrete locations now that
Okay.
they've managed to take over.
Okay, so
They're
the
really
dragon.
big on dungeons.
So the dragon castle, I don't need to worry about because that's just like the dragon.
That's the
I mean,
dragon and the goblin army and some kobolds.
I'll talk to the dragon, sure, and be like, "Welcome, my lord, to your new castle. We have attempted to set up everything for you so that you'll be comfortable, and I hope you find it to your liking."
The green dragon claps its hands in delight and says, "Thank you for bringing me the bards. I do enjoy them."
Rock. They look hungry. Feed them more often. Rock.
Well, that's what we got goblins for.
The green dragon sighs and says, "It's so much work to take care of pets."
I know, and I pat the bird.
Is that not what we're doing?
Upon seeing the dragon, by the way, I would have turned to the other guy. Because Tessa's horribly afraid of green dragons.
So you're like hiding behind.
No, I'm the other guy.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay.
Who's not afraid of
Personality
everything.
Personality shift.
Right.
Also
Follow.
tonal shift.
The Green Dragon welcomes you back to the castle. Thanks you for the fine accommodations. Says that the bards and entertainers are going to be given the South Tower where the owlbear was, all to themselves.
Oh, great.
Fine accommodations.
Yeah, that's, doesn't even have a roof.
What was the quality of that cage that was built?
For the Grick?
Yeah. Like what would you rate? What would we rate that? Like on a scale of 1 to 5, how many stars would we give it?
Is for security or for comfort?
For
Every
sturdiness and
Probably a 3 for sturdiness.
Like,
durability.
yeah.
Basic durability.
Well, so in mid-level, I mean, it's made out of basically wood.
But how
Yeah.
thick? Like, big logs?
No.
Well,
I'm trying to gauge their the goblins' ability for craftsmanship.
I'm assuming like rough-hewn 2x4s kind of thing.
Yeah.
Roughly
So
handled
it'll
too.
keep it in there unless it really freaks out and just starts hammering it. But eventually it can break out if it really tried.
The Grick or
Yeah,
a person?
the
or-
Grick.
Yeah. But the Grick is now in the dungeon.
Our,
Oh, so now, yeah.
Yeah.
our hippie with the axe could probably get through it pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The unarmed bards are stuck in there for the trip while you're there watching, keep an eye on them.
So you're planning on using the goblins to build more onto that place to keep them alive?
Yes, I'm planning on getting them first of all to build to repair what's broken in this castle, which is apparently
Everything.
a lot of things. So I want to get them to fix at least
Goblins
to
are
a
the type.
practical level.
Goblins are the type that require oversight in order for anything to get done. So someone's gonna have to be like,
So we got Sam.
You mean the young green
Cool.
dragon and the goblin king that just took over?
The young green dragon seems uninterested in really improving the area. The green dragon is now organizing the groups of goblins into forming kind of a play armies. So there's a red team and a blue team, and he wants them to like kind of play fight each other for his amusement.
He likes amusements.
And occasionally he wants them to stop and have like 2 champions come out and like sing and have like a sing
A
dance
board
off.
battle.
The Green Dragon is more into musical theater than actual
Fighting.
building up
he
A
doesn't
lair.
he doesn't care so much about the castle more than it's like a place he can do all of his.
exactly.
And it's a castle.
So that's why we have Sam as the overseer of everything to get things done.
Hmm?
Who doesn't talk?
The quiet contractor. So yeah, the Green Dragon is more interested in musical theater and playing with newly acquired minions than building a fortress of
That's fine.
solitude.
I care not. As
So,
long as the dragon is
Sam
not
and,
destroying the village.
The lizard folk friend of his can team up because the lizard folk knows Zam and his like the way he communicates, and so they can do that.
Does the lizard folk have these hands?
It's part of the backstory thing.
Okay.
But
Alright, so Zam has his lizardy translator
And our hippie friend can cut the wood.
with his awesome axe.
Split. Split.
Alright, so somewhere in all of this chaos there was a dwarf named
Yeah,
Gundren
the-
Rockseeker.
Yeah, we got him back to town earlier.
Right, he's in town, and he wants to party and go reclaim
The only way. No.
his mining claim.
His mining.
Yay,
Oh,
underground,
yeah, that's
we
right.
like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't.
Rock.
We do.
Rock.
Let's go.
Rock.
I'll go back and work on my cave later.
Well, I'm down for whatever daring do we're about to.
Anything that's not away from the dragon. Anything away from the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon's nice and safe for their feet. You guys are working on your mansion. I'm gonna start working on my cave.
And then we go mining.
But yeah, we're gonna go mining.
Go take over the mining. Shall we?
Alright, so after bouncing around and sorting things out, you meet up with Gundren again. And he says that 15 miles east of Phandalin, where you have your burgeoning school underground, in the deep vales of the Sword Mountains lies Wave Echo Caves. And it's been lost for 500 years.
Oh my.
That's a long time to be lost.
But he and his brother succeeded in finding the entrance a month ago.
Nice.
But they
That's
were
been
betrayed by some shadowy figure known as the Black Spider. And they need your help. Well, he needs your help to go in there and find his brothers, reclaim this magical place,
Thank you.
potentially known as the Forge of Spells.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That
that's
sounds great.
And,
So, question: hasn't it been like a month and a half of game time?
all right, so 2.5 months ago,
Yeah.
a month before he hired you.
So we've got sidetracked a little bit.
It's gonna, yeah. Side quest got fun.
There's been a lot of, well, you basically built your own plot. So anyway,
We tend to do that.
he would like to enlist your help into journeying back to this cave complex.
Yeah, anything to get into more caves.
Alright, so he does warn you it's a big dungeon, it's deep, and it's off
Sounds
far
great.
away. So if you want to plan ahead and buy up stuff before you go,
Yes.
you can provision yourself. So it's a little after 2, so I think I'll knock off at this point.
Alright.
And dispense XP and the loot,
Yay!
or at least it hasn't already been.
We have a message.
So what I have written down is 130.
Alright, yes,
GP
you put the
and
bars in
20
plot.
silver.
Plot! It says plot!
The bards are in the plot.
Yes, there's a
There's a-
plot.
They are part of the plot.
The plot unfortunately got in the way. Alright, so as far as gold, I think everyone gets 142 gold pieces.
I have.
Well, there was extra.
It was Electro.
You converted it for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Ventures Leaks, everything is magically turns into gold pieces that
Nice.
fall from the sky into your pocket.
So it's 142 each?
Yes.
Sweet.
Okay. And do we get any downtime?
Yes, that is going to end the chapter.
Huh.
So ending the chapter gives everyone how
10 downtime days.
10 downtime days.
Okay. And do we gain any renown?
Is it 1 renown point per
Yeah.
chapter?
Cool.
And XP.
I thought we did the chapter last time.
No, we didn't end the
That
chapter.
was before the castle.
Oh,
The castle is no chapter.
okay.
Oh wait, maybe we did.
No, we didn't.
Well,
Yeah, technically, because you ended the castle last time.
yeah, so we got
Well,
all
that was
the
like a
downtime
month
then.
Oh, so
So it'd be zeros this time.
yeah, so technically that was all between the chapter.
So no renown?
Sorry, no renown.
Yeah. And no downtime either.
I'm still sitting at 50 downtime.
But let's see, we have everyone 950 XP.
Awesome.
Yay.
And then as for defeating the owlbear, befriending the Grick, chasing off the thugs with your intimidating display of the menagerie,
Yes.
and running errands for the Green Dragon, like transporting his unwilling minions slash band.
Entertainment trope.
Ooh, up to 4,400 XP.
Wow. Almost level.
Another 2,100 and I'll be level 5.
Sweet.
Now I have Fireball. I'm more than just a scroll.
Alright, so next week, Wayback Cave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Into the cave.
So if your character wants to buy up provisions, stuff, rations, torches,
What's this torch that you speak
lanterns, whatnot, feel free to stock up in town before you get to the cave.
Sounds good.
My character is afraid that he will catch himself on fire.
Do we need permits to start a school like this?
I don't know if there's much government oversight when it comes to,
The world of Faerun is oddly ungoverned.
I
mean,
think our permit
yeah.
is we will not set the Grek free. No.
Or the Banshee.
Or the Banshee.
the Wolves. Or...
Do you have a permit for keeping exotic pets?
I think that would only be a problem in certain governments, like
The Lord's Alliance.
the Red Wizards of Thay probably would have much to say about all of that.
Well, they can say all they want, but they'd have to
If
say
we-
it to the
if we were-
screaming voice of a banshee. So
If we were in Thay, I mean, it obviously doesn't matter. We're not. But
Alright.
Unlicensed possession of incorporeal beings.
Oh. Oh shit. Right.
So is this 3.5?
No, that's 4.0.
Oh, okay.
The one people hate.
Yeah.
And
So much
goodbye,
for
everyone.